Hey everybody, what's going on? It's BurtCrown88 coming out with another YouTube video, and today is Sunday Savers. First of all, the Leafs won 2 games in Sweden, so William Nylander becomes an 89. I got that card for $120,000, and I guarantee you he's going to be going for more than that. So that's a steal for me. I'm not going to sell him because the card's going to be great, but it is a steal for me, and that's just one of those small little victories that when your gut tells you something, get after it. Now, I didn't think that they would win 2. But they did. I knew he would win at least 1, and that was all he needed for the speed boost. You know, it is what it is. Hopefully he's good and valuable on my team for a long time because I'm not going to sell him, and he's going to be tempting to sell with the value that comes out on that card. Anyways, this Sunday Savers, what we'll be talking about is power-up collectibles. Have you been getting them for cheap? Have you been spending too much money on them? Are you building them the wrong way? Let's get into it, guys. One of these tips does come from stream. Somebody mentioned it to me, so I wanted to bring it out and bring it to you guys. And I think it was bar down. I can't remember. It was a week ago they mentioned it, and I was waiting for Sunday to put it in a video. So I hope you guys do enjoy it. If you do, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget that sub button and notification bell down below if you're new here and you don't want to miss anything in the future. And 80% of people watching my videos aren't subs. So if you want to support the channel, help us grow, hit that sub button, boys. It really does mean a lot to me, and I really do appreciate it. But let's get into it and see how we can save money and build collectibles the proper way. So I'm going to start with the simplest way. Let's get ourselves our base price, right? How do you figure out what your base price is on a collectible? You go under the auction house, you go under collectibles, and you go just power-ups. And then what we're going to do is we're going to search that. And we're going to come here and we're going to go 30K. Seems like a good place to start. And there is 9 up for 30K. So you can get these for 29,000 coins. So 29,000 coins is a good starting price for power-up collectibles. Now, where you got to wonder about the value of a power-up collectible is what does it give you? 1, it gives you the ability to level up your players. And 2 power-up collectibles are 40,000 coins. So as we know, it takes you 30,000 coins from the auction house to get 1 power-up collectible, or you can just spend 40,000 coins to get, instead of using 2 collectibles. So right now, that's 20,000 coins per collectible that you're going to be spending instead of buying them off the auction house. So right now, we already know the auction house is the worst option for getting power-up collectibles. You should never do it, and you should always use your coins here or build collectibles. Now, what is the price of building a collectible? Now we see here these 2 are 25,000. So now we see here 2 for 25,000 a piece at 50K. That is coming closer to the auction house, but it's still under the auction house. So you wouldn't buy from the auction house, you would buy from here. And then again, 2 for 50,000 coins. So just quick, if you did it this way from the auction house, you would need 6 times 30. And that would be 180,000 coins just to level up Dennis Potvin if you went to the auction house. If you did it here, it's 140,000 coins. That's 40,000 coin savings, and that's not even the cheapest way to do it. That's just cheaper than the auction house, which is a bad option. Now, we are working our way down. If you are wondering, we are working our way down from the worst options to the free option, which free is time. And there's 2 different ways of getting them for free, but with time. And time, yes, I know time isn't free, but if you're playing the game, you're doing it on your free time and you're doing it because you enjoy it. And, you know, it doesn't cost you cards or resources. So that's what we're going to be talking about at the end. Now, going to sets. We will go to just the power-up sets in general, and then we'll go elsewhere. So right now, out of all of these sets, if you do the math on them, where you get 585s, and you get 3 in return, that works out to be 18,000 per. Now that is good. It's less than the 20,000 you're getting just by upgrading the card, so you can save yourself 2,000 there. And then if you go here to the 84s, you need 5 of them for 2. Now this works if you can get them for 6K. Now this is more of a Friday thing. Friday, Saturday, when people are buying packs, because usually coming into Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, you can't find them for 6K. But I was finding them for 6K last night, so we'll crank this up a little bit more. And you got 101 here, so we'll turn it down a little bit, trying to get the cheapest version we can get. 17 at 66, 65, 64. This does not work at that price for the cheapest method. I will get into that in a minute. But at 6,500, this does put that price tag around 16,000 coins per collectible, which is very cheap considering all the past options that we've mentioned. And you get 2 collectibles for building that one. And then this is the cheapest one in this set, 83 overalls. 83 overalls are selling for 3,400, but you're going to be looking for them for $3 grand. You can get them daily and all the time at 3,000 coins. I've been doing it, and that leaves it down to 15,000. But again, that's more of a grind, and it is time consuming and patience. So you can do it if you take your time and you really pay attention to the market and work the market. Do it during peak hours. So if you're going to be looking at doing this set, it's going to be at 5 p.m. Peak hours of your day, 5 p.m. of your day. Peak hours on when people are playing this game. And you get them for 3,000. You get one per. 3,000 times 5 is 15,000. That's 15K a collectible. You know, drifting a little ahead, a little below. Now this here is where it really shows you that when it comes to valuing stuff and making sure the economics of hockey doesn't get out of hand, EA is on top of it. Absolutely on top of it, because there's not really a way of finessing around to save yourself over other methods. So, for instance, 15 82s for one power-up collectible, right? And then you got 5 83s for one power-up collectible, and then 5 84s for two power-up collectibles. So what we're going to do is we're going to go over and look at another set that offers power-up collectibles, and that is the Headliners set. You're going to see if you go into here, you go all the way to the end. 5 Headliners collectibles for one power-up. Interesting, considering that if you put in an 85, you get 3. So if you put 5 in the power-up collectible set, you get 3 power-up collectibles. If you put 185 in here, you get 3 Headliners collectibles. But then if you put them in here, you get 1 power-up. So with 5 85s in the power-up collectibles, you get 3 power-up icons. You get 3 power-up collectibles. With 5 85s in the Headliners, you get 15 Headliners collectibles that you then turn those 15 into power-up collectibles that get you 3. So EA has narrowed it right down to the exact same cost. That is how much time and effort they put into the economics of the game. But then when you broaden your horizon out and you look at everything else in the game, you just wish they would put that much time and effort into that as well. They never mess up on their math, is what it looks like. And then the same here. 184 gets you 2. If you put in 5 84s, you get 10. And then you take those 10 and you put them in and you get 2. So it works all the way back to the same. And then it's the same with the 83s. You put 5 in, you get 5 collectibles that you use to make 1 power-up, which is the same at the power-up collectible set. The 82s, you need 15 82s to get 1 power-up collectible. And you need 3 82s to make 1 collectible, but you need 5. So you need 15 82s to make 1 power-up collectible. They did a good job. Can't hate them. Can't hate them for it. Now, 2 ways that you get free power-up collectibles. 1, you can use this way in time. And you're going to notice here, you got 82s, right? These are all 82s. Prototypes are 82s. Gallery of the Greats are 82s. And your next gens, that's right, are 82s. Why am I showing you this? Because they all cost 1 collectible to get 82s. If you go to the objectives list, just by doing objectives with them, you notice you will get collectibles for that event where you could use that collectible to get an 82, put them in the 82 set, and that's helping you get power-ups. You do that through all the sets, you get enough collectibles to get 2 Headliners collectibles towards 1 power-up. Now, how do you get the other 3? Again, it is more time, and that is in hut moments. So you'll notice that they left all the hut moments up, which is good for us. And it's good that you're not locked and you have to go in order. Because if you come down here and you scroll through it, you're going to see you just play this one moment here on All-Star, score a bottom left goal with Evgeny Kuznetsov, and you get 1 collectible. That 1 collectible gets you an 82. That 82 goes into your set, and then you come over here. And you're going to notice, you're going to scroll down, prototype collectible, and prototype collectible. That's 3 82s. That's 1 more that's 1 more headliner for your set. And by the way, I'm sorry, I'm not saying that you would turn this hut headliner collectible into an 82. You would actually just put it in the set. So that would put you at 4, right? You get some from the objectives. You got 2 from here now. So you're at 4. You need 1 more. And again, the Gallery of the Greats offers you some, right? There's 1 right there. And there's one right there for 2. You turn them into 82s, and then you need a third 82 to make this happen. And luckily enough, the third 82 is right there in your next gen. You just got to score with 5 next gen players and you get that collectible, and that is 5 for 1 free power-up collectible with time. Yes, time is not free. I get it. People remind me of that in the YouTube comment section all the time, that time is not free. But in this game, guys, if it doesn't cost you resources, if it doesn't cost you money, and it only costs you time, that is free, in my opinion. We can have difference of opinion there, but that is the word free. Because if we're going to start to say time isn't free, then there is 0 free-to-play teams in NHL. So, like, it's where you got to word it in. It's where you got to draw the line. That being said, bringing you to the last way of making power-up collectibles, and a free way of making power-up collectibles, objective based. You're gonna you get 1 power-up collectible for completing each of these, not these 2 tiers, sorry. Each of these 3 tiers here. You can for Deeks, you can do that in squad battles. Throw it on rookie, grab your power-up icon player, and just do loose puck Deeks around them, or windmill Deeks, or whatever you're good at. Do them around them, and if you do 250, you get 1 power-up collectible. Now, if you really focus on it, and I mean focus on it, you can get so many in one game that 250 is not that much. Same with slap shots. If you actually bear down and focus on it, you only take slap shots in a game with your power-up icon players. Now, I just want you to imagine this. You take 30 to 40 shots in squad battles every time, every game. And then you usually slow down because that's your max points. Or if you're just playing it out and you get 30 shots, that's 30 slap shots. In 3 games, you're almost at 100. So 12 games, and you can have a power-up collectible. If you focus on it, that's not bad. Same with your X Factor. You take face-offs all the time, make sure your X Factor's on the dot. Make sure he's always taking your face-offs. Same with assists. Give it to your X Factor. Give cross creases, set up plays with your X Factor, or snapshots. It's the exact same as slap shots. If your X Factor has the puck, snap it on net, and that's how you get more power-up collectibles. And again, the same thing. If you take 30 shots a game, they're all snapshots with your X Factors, you'll get it done fairly quick. And one more last thing in sets. As you know, if you play Hut Champs, 1 Hut Champs collectible is 1 power-up collectible, right? Now, this way is resource using, right? It's not just time. This does use resources, because you could either get a power-up collectible, or you can either get 2 power-up collectibles or a mega player pack. If you're working on, team builders or icon players, this is a great way to do it. So these are good packs to do. And you're getting like 40,000 coins out of one of these packs, which, in the long run, 20,000 coins for a power-up collectible at the auction house, so it's all relative. But if you say, like me, I get 11 wins in champs, that's 7 that's 7 Hut Champs collectibles. I can turn that into 7 power-up collectibles, and that's a good way of doing things, a safe way of doing things, instead of leaving it up to RNG to get yourself a lot of power-up collectibles every week, because they're the bee's knees. And when I say bee's knees, guys, I mean they are the single-handedly greatest way of. They are single-handedly the only thing that is this important in the game this year. Event collectibles aren't important. You just get event collectibles hand over fist, whichever game mode or whatever you want to do. You can go to Hut Rush. I didn't even mention Hut Rush. Go to Hut Rush, get an event collectible out of there, and you build the MSP you want. Event collectibles are nothing, essentially. You build one and away you go. Like, for you turning in 185 to get 3 event collectibles, that's essentially saying you want 3 MSPs. Or that works really well with the master set player, where you turn in 385s and you get enough collectibles to buy everything, right? So the event collectibles, the way they did it this year, is good, because then you can get whatever MSP you want, or it's really cheap on you to get a bunch of the MSPs to put them in your lineup to work on objectives. So that's nice the way they did it. But power-up collectibles are 100% the most important thing in this game, and you always want to have a couple power-up collectibles on you, or ways of building them or making them for as cheap as possible. And right now, in this video, as I show you, 15,000 coins is the cheapest way, coin-based, to get it. And, those are a bunch of different methods you can do it when it comes to getting Power Up Collectibles as cheap as possible. Thank you guys for watching this episode of Sunday Savers. I hope it does help, and I hope it helps you save as much as you can on collectibles, because there's 30,000 on the auction house, but if you do it right, you can build them for 15. Thank you guys for hanging out. Till next time, ciao, ciao.